All right, we've got breaking news coming in right there. Mamata Banerjee is going to be continuing a dharna till February 8th. Mamata alleges that democracy is being tarnished. Mamata Banerjee said her party will not bow down to any pressure whatsoever, will hold a scheduled work and events from here only. She's also gone on to say that we will do our office from here only, which I think means she will conduct her business from there itself. Mamata Banerjee has been sitting on a dharna since yesterday after CBI officials arrived at Kolkata. That's the very latest coming in. We've started off our coverage with breaking news that is coming in right there from Kolkata, where Mamata Banerjee is going to be continuing her dharna till the 8th of February. It's 4th of February today. 4 more days for the dharna to continue. The Chief Minister of Bengal is now alleging that democracy in this country is being tarnished. She's gone on to say that her party, the Trinamool Congress, is not going to be bowing down to any kind of pressure whatsoever. She will hold all her meetings and of course conduct her business as usual from the dharna site as well. Mamata has been sitting on a dharna since yesterday, remember, after CBI officials arrived in Kolkata. My colleague Gaurav Sawant, the executive editor of India Today, is joining us live from Kolkata. Gaurav, walk us through all the very latest that is taking place right there. Mamata Banerjee now saying that she will be continuing her dharna till February 8th and she will be conducting business as usual from Kolkata itself, from the dharna site, and she's gone on to very strongly say that she's not likely to bow down to any kind of pressure whatsoever.
Jayati, this place has now been converted in a way into Mamata Banerjee's office. So she's carrying out her official tasks here. The cabinet meeting was held here. She's signing papers here. Not only that, if my cameraman could just show you this board, in 2 hours from now at 5 o'clock, the police investiture ceremony that was supposed to happen elsewhere in South Kolkata, the venue has now just been shifted to the protest ground. So Kolkata police officials will be felicitated. Their investiture ceremony will take place here. Mamata Banerjee is sitting on the dais right here behind us, and now to boost the morale of all the people who've assembled here. So there's lots of Sangeet happening as a morale booster. Dhanya Dhanya Pushpe Bhora is being sung here at this point of time. What she's also saying is, Chaiti, that she will not let intimidation tactics of the Narendra Modi government succeed.
Right, Gaurav, continue to stay with us right there. There seems to be no end to this massive face-off between the Modi government and Mamata Banerjee. The Bengal Chief Minister is still sitting on a dharna, as Gaurav was mentioning, against the Modi government and the CBI in Kolkata, attacking the centre. Mamata Banerjee said that Modi government is indulging in vendetta politics and targeting civil servants who are apolitical. In fact, Mamata Banerjee has turned the dharna site into the Chief Minister's office, as Gaurav was just showing us. All the CMO officials are present at that particular spot, and Mamata Banerjee is signing all the official papers there. She also held a cabinet meeting right next to the stage. Accused top cop Rajiv Kumar is also sitting at that particular dharna with Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. The unprecedented dharna erupted in West Bengal yesterday evening when Mamata Banerjee began her dharna against the Modi government. After the CBI officials reached Kolkata, top cop Rajiv Kumar's residence to probe him in connection with the Sharda chit fund scam.
নরেন্দ্র মোদী সরকার রাজনৈতিকভাবে ক্ষমতা কুক্ষিগত করার জন্য এক ধ্বংসাত্মক মনোবৃত্তি নিয়ে এমনকি প্রশাসনের যারা প্রশাসনের কাজ করে তাদের উপরে পর্যন্ত প্রতিহিংসা করার রাজনীতির আবির্ভাব করেছে। এটা কিন্তু 8 বছর ধরে চলছে। অনেকেই দেখতে পাচ্ছেন সারা ভারতবর্ষ দিয়ে, কিন্তু ভয়ে অনেকে কথা বলতে পারেন না। তার কারণ
सीबीआई जो कर रहा है नहीं कर रहा, हमको कुछ बात बोलना है। वो सीबीआई नहीं है, वो अमित शाह मोदी का तोता है।
कोई व्यक्तिगत किसी के लिए नहीं, एक पुलिस कमिश्नर है आप पुलिस कमिश्नर के घर में कैसे जा सकते हैं विदाउट वारंट? आप पुलिस कमिश्नर को अगर वो परसों कोई दूसरा ये करके आप पुलिस कमिश्नर को अगर उसका खुद का प्रोटेक्शन नहीं है तो क्या भरोसा में सारा शहर रहेगा?
तौर तरीका का कोई भी सम्मान नहीं किया जा रहा है। ये जो 4.5 साल 5 साल होते जा रहे हैं, सरकार देश को सत्यानाश के सामने लेके खड़ा किया और जो भी काम कर रहे हैं वो लोग सब कुछ गलत है। तो अगर गलत काम सेंट्रल से फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर को ध्यान में ना देते हुए स्टेट के ऊपर ऐसा हमला बोले तो चीफ मिनिस्टर क्या कर सकते हैं? प्रतिवाद वो सत्याग्रह जैसा महात्मा गांधी जी ने किया था कि अहिंसा प्रतिवाद, ऐसा ही किया उन्होंने।
The BJP versus TMC fight has escalated. It has been Kolkata police versus CBI, but what you see here is Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on the stage with one after the other, her MLAs, her members of the party of various designations arriving here in support and solidarity, along with Samajwadi Party MP Kiranmay Nanda, who has been here. He's been the first to arrive from all the opposition leaders of various political parties who've extended their support. But that's not all. The entire area of Esplanade has now turned into a sea of supporters who've gathered from various places across the state, and the crowd is swelling up with every minute. The number of people who've been arriving has been more than thousands, with many of them arriving from districts, nearby areas, with flags and of course festoons and posters of Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Interesting part is the stage that was made out of bamboo till yesterday, a temporary setup that had been made yesterday by the administration, but it is now being turned into a more stronger one by using aluminium grids. So this also is an indication that this battle has just begun. The stage has just been set, and this is also the stage that will set the tone of this next elections, where one after the other political parties will be joining the stage and hands to be on the same stage of a united opposition, which would be much more stronger and of course here to stay too. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Lohiwal in Kolkata for India Today.
My colleagues Gaurav Sawant and Manogya are joining us live from Kolkata now. First up, going straight across to Gaurav Sawant. Gaurav, what is the sense that you're getting from lawyers at this point of time? The CBI perhaps should have followed the protocol before showing up at Rajiv Kumar's residence. Of course, they seem to be allegedly playing to the tunes of the BJP, and Mamata Banerjee, of course, shielding Rajiv Kumar is another issue, given the fact that they're trying to cover up the scams. Net seems like everyone has forgotten the lay of the land here.
ইউনাইটেড ইন্ডিয়ার প্রায় অনেক রাজনৈতিক দল 23টা রাজনৈতিক দল তাতে পার্টিসিপেট করেছিলেন। সেই দিন থেকেই মোদি বাবুর ঘুম
Gaurav, are you able to hear me?
এবং টনক নড়ে এবং তখন থেকে তিনি ভয় পেতে থাকেন।
Apologies.
All right, let's go over to Manogya now. Manogya, if you could walk us through all that is going on in Kolkata at this point of time. Mamata Banerjee, of course, sitting on that dharna, conducting the office from there, and there is an address that has just begun. So if we could cut straight across through that as well.
To finish the opposition, তার প্রতিবাদে আমাদের এই সত্যাগ্রহ আন্দোলন চলছে এবং চলবে। আমার এখানে পর্ণাভ সৈকতরা আছেন। আমি শিবাজি চ্যাটার্জি, অনেক সিনিয়র গানের জগতের। আমি শিবাজি দাকে একটু গান গাইতে বলবো, তারপরে আমি সৈকতকে, তারপরে পর্ণাভকে বলবো। প্রণতি ঠাকুরও আছেন, একটা কবিতা বলবেন বলছেন, উনি একজন কবি। আমরা আস্তে আস্তে দেখবো যতক্ষণ পর্যন্ত প্রোগ্রাম হয়। আমাদের দোলাও খুব লড়াইয়ের গান গায়, ইন্দ্রনীলও আছে। আস্তে আস্তে হবে, তো পুলিশের একটা প্রোগ্রাম পাশে আছে, ওটা করার পরে আবার হবে।
আমাদের মহান নেত্রী উপস্থিত আছেন এখানে। সামনে লোকসভা ইলেকশন, তার মধ্যে আপনি দেখুন এই মানুষটিকে সমস্ত কাজ আটকে রেখে এইখানে বন্দী করে দিয়েছে, সত্যাগ্রহ করতে বাধ্য করে দিয়েছে। বুঝতেই পারছেন এর মধ্যে কেন এটা হলো।
My colleague Manogya is standing by right there where the dharna is going on. You just heard Mamata Banerjee right there. Manogya, if you could translate and tell us what Mamata Banerjee had to say. She's of course conducting her office from that dharna site as well. She's signing off papers. Opposition's show of strength right there at that dharna too. If you could translate for us what Mamata Banerjee just ended up saying.
তাই আমি বলি
Well, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has attacked BJP. This is the second attack in the day where she's attacked vehemently and has clearly stated that the 19th January rally was a reason for Modi Babu for sending agencies to those who had opposed in the Brigade Parade ground in Kolkata. She also clears stating that it's not just about these political parties who've united on the same platform, and that's the reason that it was a trigger for the Modi government to use the agencies and send them out to ensure that the repetition of history that has happened before 2013 election, 2014 election, 2016 election, and now again with 2019 elections, that the central agencies have been used or the harassment has been done out and meted out to the Trinamool Congress on ground and the supporters who've been harassed on ground across the state. Now, interestingly, in 2013 and 14, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee was in state government, and also these were elections that were fought later. The fact that there have been allegations against the central government goes without saying, but Modi government wasn't in 2013. So it goes out one after the other. On the attack is only on the BJP government or the Congress government that was incumbent in 2013 also.
Right, and the dharna is likely to continue till Feb 8. If you could ask your camera person to pan and show us what's really going on at that dharna right there.
Well, I would ask my camera person to pick up the camera and of course show the entire drama that has been unfolding, the entire sequence of events that have been happening here. The way you see now, these are cultural and affiliated people of Kolkata who've been affiliated to Tollywood and other cultural communities that increase the singing, as well as other communities who've been singing songs. These are revolutionary songs that are being sung here, and in Bengali will be also have been one of those favorites of Mamata Banerjee. Remember, even in the Singur revolution, the revolution that she had spearheaded in 2006. These were the songs that were played out one after the other. This time she's the chief minister and the same songs or similar songs are being played out here on the dais. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee smiling, listening to the songs, even humming it together with everyone. Of course, giving you an idea on this is not just a deja vu but also a nostalgic moment for Mamata Banerjee when it comes back to the Singur moment. Besides that, this is also yet another fight where she's fighting it out from the stage, and it would be interesting to watch on how it unfolds.
Right, Manuya, continue to stay with us right there. My colleague Anisha Mathur is joining us live from outside the Supreme Court now. Anisha, walk us through the fact that the CBI has now moved the Supreme Court against the West Bengal government. And, you know, what is the sense that you're getting from legal eagles there? First up, should the CBI even shown up at Rajiv Kumar's residence? Have they ended up following protocol or not? Secondly, it looks like everyone in this entire fiasco involved, whether it is the West Bengal government or whether it is the CBI, they all seem to have forgotten the lay of the land somewhere.
Well, it is a very complicated matter that has now come up before the Supreme Court. Remember that the CBI in its plea before the Supreme Court is claiming that they have been sending numerous notices to the Police Commissioner of Kolkata saying that you should come and join the investigation, but he has not done so. Of course, what the question now that is being raised is, could the CBI have gone to the residence of the Commissioner without having a proper search warrant, without issuing a notice that they want to arrest him or interrogate him? The question is also of the allegation that has been raised by the CBI before the Supreme Court today, which is a very serious allegation, claiming that evidence in the Sharda scam case was being destroyed, that the SIT, that the police commissioner who was earlier the SIT chief was in possession of certain electronic evidence regarding the Sharda scam, which is being destroyed. But the Supreme Court today, remember, has said that we want concrete evidence, that you've raised allegations of evidence tampering, of evidence destruction, but nothing in your petition seems to indicate that such a thing has happened. Now remember, this is not only a legal issue, but it's also a very hot political issue, because what the CBI is also claiming in its application is that there is breakdown of law and order, that CBI officials have been threatened by the Kolkata police, and that in fact the family of Joint Director CBI was virtually detained inside their house because there were so many Kolkata police personnel outside the Joint Director's residence as well as the CBI office. So now given what has been happening in the last 24 hours, this is not merely a legal issue that we are looking at. It is also a very complicated political issue, and the Supreme Court is going to hear this matter tomorrow and look into exactly what is the evidence and what are the allegations that both sides are raising against each other. Back to you.
Right, Anisha, continue to stay on with us right now. We're getting a bite coming in there from Mamta Banerjee as well. Listen in to what she has to say.
প্রত্যেকটা সেকশনে মানুষকে বিজেপির বিরোধিতা করা মানে তার বিরুদ্ধে এজেন্সি লেলিয়ে দেওয়া, বিজেপির বিরোধিতা করা মানে জেলে ঢুকিয়ে দেওয়া, বিজেপির বিরোধিতা করা মানে তিনি দেশের শত্রু, বিজেপির বিরোধিতা করা মানে তিনি অ্যান্টি ন্যাশনাল, বিজেপির বিরোধিতা করা মানে তুমি দেশপ্রেমিক নয়। এই যে একটা ঘৃণ্য কায়দায় ঘৃণার আজকে সারা দেশে সৃষ্টি করা হয়েছে, এটাকে আমরা কন্ডেম করি।
Gaurav Samant is now joining us live from the Dharna site. Gaurav, somewhere is the Mamta Banerjee government now playing victim card? They've gone on to say that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is misusing the CBI to his advantage. All of this is a political vendetta, and this is a bit to intimidate people.
Check 1 2. Hello, check 1 2.
And the BJP is fighting back. The government is fighting back. We've been speaking to our sources in the Central Bureau of Investigation, and they say nothing could be further from the truth. They've been trying to get to Commissioner of Police Rajiv Kumar since August of 2018. Repeatedly, they've made efforts to contact him. Several notices have been sent. The DGP has been contacted. They've gone to the Supreme Court to the extent of saying that we are not getting access to all the documents, with the Supreme Court saying that all agencies must cooperate on this. And then they say that, it is being alleged that we are the ones who are murdering democracy. On the contrary, it's the CBI officials who now fear for their lives and the lives of their families. The Joint Director of CBI, from what sources tell India Today, has been asked to present himself in front of a police inspector. So they just said this is absolutely bizarre. Mamta Banerjee, according to them, is using her brute police force to intimidate central agencies, Chaiti.
Right, Gaurav, continue to stay with us right there. Munish Pandey also continues to join us. He's joining us live from the CBI headquarters now. Munish, walk us through what all is going on outside the CBI headquarters. One is, of course, that the CBI has moved the Supreme Court. All of this against the West Bengal government. The other point really to note is that the CBI failed to follow protocol last evening when they showed up outside Rajiv Kumar's residence.
Yeah, well, Chaiti, the fact of the matter is that this case was given to Central Bureau of Investigation in 2014 by the Supreme Court. Now, CBI maintains that as the case has been given by the Supreme Court, they do not have to follow the jurisdiction rule. Now, they can after the Supreme Court order, probe anyone, examine anyone and carry out searches anywhere in the country because there is no jurisdiction, for example, that the consent of the state government is not required in this case. And also, as far as Rajiv Kumar, the Kolkata Police Commissioner, is concerned, since last year, August 2018, there have been several communications between the Central Bureau of Investigation and the West Bengal DGP, and in which the CBI asked the SIT members to present themselves before the investigative team of the Central Bureau of Investigation. Now, CBI has been maintaining that there are evidences which has been not submitted by the then SIT headed by Rajiv Kumar to the Central Bureau of Investigation. Also, they think that there are several evidences which have been destroyed in the last few years. Now, CBI says that after several reminders, several summons, when Rajiv Kumar never appeared before the agency, then last evening they went to his residence so that they can examine him. CBI also says that if he has nothing to hide, why is it not appearing before the CBI team? If he has nothing to hide, he should present himself before the CBI team and he should clarify his stand. So, of course, now it is a battle not only between CBI and Kolkata Police, but also there is a battle between CBI and West Bengal government. And in all of this, CBI wants to investigate this matter officially, and but they are not being allowed because of the state politics and the West Bengal government versus center. Back to you.
Right, continue to stay with us, Munish, and all the others as well.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.